Were there some moments in your life where you really had to work on self-love, and maybe some tips for our audience if they're facing that situation, what would help them?
Yeah, so okay, I one day I will do a TED Talk and this is going to be the topic.
Love it.
It's called The Gap. So the concept is here I am and here's my image nemesis. My image nemesis is this picture in my mind of who I think I quote unquote should look like. And so for years and years and years, it was this little tiny hard body. I'm 5'1.5". So I'm like, if I was just had this little hard body, my life would be perfect. I'd be more confident. Like everything would fall into place. And the story that I told myself for years and years and years, and I wasn't even conscious of that story. It was just always rattling around in the back of my mind. So one day I had this concept of, okay, let me think about this. So I'm here. This is me, the real me today, right in this moment. This is my image nemesis that I called. And there's this gap between where I am today and where this image nemesis. What's in my gap? And it's like, really, it's eating chicken breast all day long. It's working out 6 hours a day. Like you look at those gymnasts during the Olympics, they were working out 6 hours a day, 7 days a week. And so all of this stuff, no wine, no candy. I love Swedish fish. And all of these things that were in my gap, what am I? So then I asked myself this like come to Jesus moment. What am I willing to do? What am I willing to do for the long haul? Not for 5 days, not for 5 weeks, not temporary. What am I willing to do? What lifestyle changes am I willing to make for the long haul? And so I picked and chose what I'm willing to do. And the gap grew smaller and smaller between where I am and what I want, my ideal look. And once I accepted that that ideal look isn't perfect, and so often we think we've got to look perfect to be good. We've got to look perfect to be lovable or worthy. And once I was able to truly let go of that image and accept and love myself, it was still a process. Yet I was like, yeah, I know what I'm willing to do. I'm willing to work out 5 days a week for an hour. I'm willing to not eat Swedish fish every single day and all of this stuff. And so I was able to let that go. And there was this pivotal moment in my life that was so powerful. It was in 2018, and I had gone to the Bahamas to do a coaching program. And I met a girlfriend there, but she had already left to go home. And I had the morning to myself. And I got a lawn chair and I sat on the beach. And I was in a bathing suit, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to walk down the beach because I was leaving that afternoon. I'm going to walk down the beach. So I walked down the beach, and I was in my bathing suit, and all of a sudden I had this like aha. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm walking on a beach in a bathing suit without a cover up, and I don't care. Yeah. I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm not self-conscious. I'm not worried, oh my God, I forgot my cover up. Nothing. And I was like, and here I am by myself walking on the beach. And I took a moment, I looked around. First off, no one was looking at me because they never are, because they don't care. They're thinking about themselves. And I took a selfie and I took a picture of my shadow. And that's the only photographic evidence that I have of that moment. And ever since then, like I've been in a bathing suit on the beach, and I'm like, it's so great. I don't care because nobody else does. When you finally get over yourself of people are looking at me. They don't care. They don't care. Once you get to that moment, it's like, it's so powerful. And then you realize, wow, all these other moments in my life where I'm dressed, I'm going out and people don't care. It's living. That's truly, that's living.